Welcome back. Of course, the escalation and the latest development in the Gaza Strip is actually spreading everywhere, and on all the headlines of mass medias and papers everywhere worldwide. But actually, there is no action from the international community, which President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi appealed yesterday, and within a phone call with his Bulgarian counterpart, as he appealed and said that the current situation is actually requires a decisive action from the international community. Continuous escalation from the Israeli side on the ground in Gaza, as yesterday evacuation from of thousands Palestinians in Deir al-Balah, and also the provocative remarks from Ben Kafir, the Israeli minister, of building a synagogue in Al-Aqsa. So, and especially the last round of the ceasefire talks in Cairo on Sunday have been gone nowhere. So, to shed more light on this, we are glad to have on the phone our guest, Dr. Mohamed Al-Azabi, International Relations Expert at the Arab African Center for Political and Strategic Studies. Dr. Mohamed, it's indeed very good to have you with us.
Well, good morning, and I'm very happy to be with you.
Morning. The latest developments are really not bringing to be optimistic, and now even the politicians are no longer so optimistic as they used to, especially after the outcomes of the last round of the ceasefire talks in Cairo on Sunday. They have been brought to nowhere. Israel still insists on what they are looking for, insists of being and existing in Gaza, not no withdrawal. From the side of Hamas, they are rejecting any new conditions after what they have been approved from the July the 2nd. And Israel insists on the presence of Philadelphia corridor, which Egypt rejects completely and totally, and had announced this. So, how you found the situation, or the matrix, as I always nominated, the matrix is really getting more complicated by the Israeli actions and escalations. How you find the matrix or the recent situation?
Well, after the negotiations on last Sunday in Cairo between Israel and Hamas, with Egyptian and Qatar and the United States, the Israelis didn't have the facilities to give any decision in this deal. Netanyahu didn't give them any facilities, so they come to just listen to what the Egyptians and the American and the Qatarians say, and take the ticket to Netanyahu. Before any negotiations, Netanyahu gave some speech to say some words to put these negotiations in many troubles. Netanyahu don't want to stop the war, according to what Ben Kafir and Smotrich tell him, and so we can say that Smotrich and Ben Kafir, who rule Israeli government, and didn't want to stop this war at all. They wanted to make a war to Lebanon, make a new war.
Yeah, to expand the war on other fronts in Lebanon, yes, as well. Yes.
Yeah. So, as I said, Smotrich and Ben Kafir, who are the really control the government in Israel, not Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah. Dr. Mohamed, I believe that the 7th of October had given all the ultimate excuses for Israel to do what they like in Gaza, and never to, to accept to get out of Gaza after what they achieved over there. They flattered all the buildings, they completely destroyed the infrastructure, killed the thousands of Palestinians. So this is what actually seems in the picture, the real picture, that Netanyahu wants not to get rid of not to end the war by any means, despite all the disputes in his cabinet with the ministers over there, despite all the economic losses of the Israeli economy, despite all what is going on, and despite the life of hostages. So he doesn't want even to end the war. And this is so clear by he wants, as we can just say, nominated in the political science, asking for the deal. He's asking for no deal. So how you find it from the Israeli side and Netanyahu's side?
Well, everyone in the world knows that Netanyahu, if the war stops, so the political future of Benjamin Netanyahu will be end. Netanyahu knows that he will go to the prison according to many problems, many cases that leads him to destroy his political future, so that Netanyahu doesn't want to stop the war at all. He wants to stay on his position, to try to save his political future, try to save his place on the government. So he knows that after the war stops, he will go to the prison. So he put many troubles to negotiations.
Yeah.
He put a lot of conditions that he knows that Hamas will reject all of them. Hamas want to complete withdrawal from Gaza. Netanyahu insists to stay in Philadelphia, stay in Netzarim, but Hamas refuses this. He put many conditions, such as
he's putting obstacles. He himself is a main obstacle of the peace process, or just reaching a deal. So this is also because of his political survivor, if we can just nominate it the way. Dr. Mohamed, how can you find let's watch the other side of the picture, the international community and the American reaction. So the international community yesterday, the UN had announced that they are not pulling out of Gaza, but actually they cannot have access to Gaza to distribute the humanitarian aids, and this is because, of course, the presence of the Israeli soldiers over there. So because, of course, they made Gaza unlivable. How we can now nominate it, as we all done anyway? I mean, we don't believe any longer in the power of the international law. So how we can just get back to it and to believe in the power of the international law to get back to Israel? And from the other side, the United States, the administration of Biden, they don't even want to use the leverage of a sort of pressure on Netanyahu to end the war, because actually they don't want to end the war. How can you evaluate this?
Well,
the two sides.
All of the world see that no international laws can treat with Israel according to the American veto and Security Council and the United Nations. Any decision will be against Israel. America use a veto. So we can say that the international law is only for the weak countries, not for Israel. Because we can say that Israel is the little child of the United States. So we can say just want, just the United States wants this deal of stop war for 6 weeks just for the American elections, not for Palestinians, not for Gaza people, not for anything.
Not for the people of the Palestinians or the...
yes.
Yeah.
So they need this deal to save the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, to give the chance to Kamala Harris to succeed and be the United States president. So that's why United States make pressures on Benjamin Netanyahu to make this deal for 6 weeks only, to say to the American people that Biden and the Democratic Party can treat with the catastrophe of Gaza, can stop wars if only for 6 weeks. No one can lead the United States, not for Gaza. The American government don't care for Palestinian people at all. Don't care to stop the war forever. Don't care about make two countries, Palestine and Israel, according to the Security Council decision. Just want to save their elections.
Yep, unfortunately, we are only have to wait till the next round of the ceasefire talks, which will be held again in the next coming days. Dr. Mohamed Azabi, international relations expert at the Arab African Center for Political and Strategic Studies. Thanks a lot for being with us, and have a nice day. A short break.